Hello everybody and welcome to Written in Blood. My name is John and today I'm going to be doing a review of The Final Reconciliation by Todd Keisling. First things first, if you hear kind of a strange, a strange noise or whatever in the background, it is actually hot in this room today. It's hot outside and I have got my ceiling fan on for the first time in 2020. So I apologize for the sound. I hope it doesn't interfere too badly. All right. So first things first, I'm going to read the synopsis of The Final Reconciliation, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. 30 years ago, a progressive rock band called the Yellow Kings began recording what would become their first and final album, titled The Final Reconciliation. The album was expected to usher in a new renaissance of heavy metal, but it was shelved following a tragic concert that left all but one dead. The sole survivor of that horrific incident was the band's lead guitarist, Aiden Cross, who's kept silent about the circumstances leading up to that ill-fated performance until now. For the first time since the tragedy, Aiden has granted an exclusive interview to finally put rumors to rest and address a question that has haunted the music industry for decades. What happened to the Yellow Kings? So, wow. Where do I begin? I'm gonna kind of go on a little bit of a. This is gonna sound strange. I'm gonna kind of go on a little bit of a. You might be a redneck riff, so to speak, with this. If you love rock and roll, you will love The Final Reconciliation. If you love cosmic horror, you will love The Final Reconciliation. If you were to think that this book is a marriage between, wait, let me put it this way. Now when I think about this band, and it's a progressive rock band, I think about bands like Pink Floyd. I think about bands like, I guess maybe Genesis, maybe Yes, bands like that. But I also think about bands like maybe Led Zeppelin, because it does say heavy metal. And they definitely ushered in a new renaissance of heavy metal music and other genres of music as well. But to me, and I'll get to why I'll explain this in a minute. If you were to take the history, especially about the breakup of the Beatles and the relationship between the Beatles and John Lennon and Yoko Ono, and have it be chronicled by the likes of Ambrose Bierce or H.P. Lovecraft or Robert W. Chambers, then you would have an inkling of what exactly The Final Reconciliation is all about. Okay? And the reason I say that, the reason I say that is because there's a character in this book by the name of Camilla Bierce, and she is definitely the Yoko Ono of this book. Okay, she basically worms her way into the band. She has this influence on the band, especially on the band's lead singer Johnny, as she has them entranced. She speaks of she's just a usurper. I mean, that's the best way to put it. In fact, that is what she is referred to in this book, as a usurper. She gets in between the band members. She speaks of things such as Carcosa and the Yellow King and Hastard the Unspeakable. And you're reading the synopsis and you already know that this is not going to end well for this band. You already know that. You're aware of that. What makes this book so damn good is it is so much fun, so terrifyingly fun, is what leads up to the tragedy that happens to this band, and the influence and the hold that this woman has on this band. That is why I said that it is basically, if you took the history of the Beatles and had it chronicled, especially the breakup, had it chronicled by H.P. Lovecraft or Ambrose Bierce, you would pretty much have an idea of what this book is about. If you love rock and roll and you love cosmic horror, you are going to absolutely love The Final Reconciliation, because I love both, and I love The Final Reconciliation. Now, this is not the first book I have actually read by Todd Keisling. The first book I read by him was Devil's Creek, which came after this. In fact, it's going to be coming out, I believe, in June of 2020. I hope I'm right about that. I think it's June 12th. I may be wrong. If I am, I apologize for that. That one was such a subtle and wonderful homage to cosmic horror. And I thought to myself, I said, well, maybe this is probably his only book that's going to be cosmic horror. Maybe he's just wanting to get it out of his system and everything. And I'm so glad after reading The Final Reconciliation that it is absolutely not Todd Keisling's only foray into the world of cosmic horror. I give this book 5 stars, and I give it to it deservedly so. If you look on Goodreads and look at some of the reviews of it, you will see this book has a bunch of 5-star reviews, and it absolutely and completely deserves it. I've got it on my Kindle. I read it on my Kindle. It probably took me, I don't know, it's not a long book. It probably took me about 2.5 to 3 hours to read, and I just did not want to put it down. I did not want it to end, but wow, okay, just wow. Awesome book. The Final Reconciliation, 5-star rating. That's my review. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye.